This is our contour drawing collage project. Our objective is to use our continuous and blind contour drawings to create a collage that shows balance and overlap. Our word worth knowing is collage. A collage is an artistic composition made of various materials such as paper, cloth, or wood glued onto a surface. It's thought to have been invented by Georges Braque or Pablo Picasso in 1912. And here is an example of Braque's still life called Le Jour, 1929, oil on canvas. So for our contour drawing collage, I would like you to use at least 3 of your contour drawings from day 1. Use pen and or marker or other supplies to embellish your drawings. Cut your drawings and arrange them in a collage focusing on creating a balanced composition. And then for balance, you need to think about symmetrical, asymmetrical, or radial style balance. So here are some examples of different types of balance. So symmetrical is when the artwork is balanced on both sides, so it's a mirror image. So think of when you do the paint in the construction paper when you're a little kid and you squish it and you open it up and it's like a butterfly and it's the same on both sides, so that would be symmetrical. Asymmetrical is when the sides are different. It's still balanced, but they are different on both sides. And then radial is when the balance comes out from the center. So think of like a sun or a flower. So the steps to create your project, you want to start with your drawings. You want to select 3 to 4 of your favorites depending on the size of your drawings, and you can always use more if you can fit them in there, but you want to pick 3 to 4 solid drawings to use. You're going to add some thickness, shading, colors to your drawings to add interest. So you can see on these, I added a little bit of color in my flower drawing. I added some outlines to the lines. I added a little bit of filling in some of the shapes on some of them, so to give them a little bit more interest. And then to create your collage, you want to cut your drawings thinking about the positive and negative space that they create. So when you're cutting your drawing, you can cut inside of your drawing where the space is. So you can see as I cut along, I'm going to cut into that shape just a little bit. And I'm going to cut around that drawing. I'm sorry if you hear Frank back there. He's trying to make a nest. So I'm cutting around my drawing. And then I can also cut further in. So then this would let the paper underneath that I'm collaging it on top of show through. So it's up to you how you want to cut your drawings up. So I like that a little bit better. So once you have your drawings cut, you want to arrange them thinking about how to balance your composition. You also want to think about overlap and how you're going to overlap them. So you can see I have my 4 drawings. I'm kind of moving them around, trying to see where they look best and how I can fit them onto my background. And then this just takes time arranging and trying to figure out what looks good. And then you'll see I end up cutting my one drawing on the white paper in half and then gluing it on the edges of my paper. So you can alter your drawings as well in your collage if that's what you want to do. So right there, I'm going to cut that one in half. So be creative. So I'm going to glue that one there. So I'm going to balance it out by gluing the other half on the other side. Then kind of figuring out what I want underneath and what I want on top. So I like the way that looked. So this just takes some time playing around with it. And then you want to glue, once you get things arranged the way you want to glue from the back to the front. So images that are on top you want to glue last. And then when you're finished, you can embellish the negative space and add more lines, drawings, things to make your collage a little bit more interesting. So in that navy blue space, I can add a little bit more patterns or embellishment to kind of make it a little bit better. So there we go. So I added a little bit more of a white Posca pen, and then I added some pen on top of it just to fill it in a little bit more, make it a little bit more interesting. And then when you are finished, you're going to want to put this on black paper. Then as always, take an image to upload and then turn it into the turning bin. I can't wait to see your guys' work. Good job.